Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, this is Potato, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and we are back again. Amberlynn posted another new vlog over on her channel, although I say that, and it's been quite a while actually since she's posted. I think had been several days. I think maybe almost a week, maybe? I don't know, I didn't do the math before we got here today, I didn't look it up, but it has been a while. She's been posting some things on her TikTok that are maybe worth talking about as well, but I think today we'll just focus on this vlog because it's a little bit longer than the vlog she's been putting out lately. It's 18 minutes long. But before we get to that, I do just want to say that I acknowledge that there is a global strike happening right now with the goal of a ceasefire being called for what's happening in Palestine. And I have actually historically talked about it in many of my other social media platforms. I talk about it fairly extensively on Twitch because I talk a little bit more about the things I do in my personal life there. And so I've talked about how I've gone to protests and things like that. And I've talked about it on Instagram far more extensively than I have here on YouTube. And also in recent history, I did post one other time that there was a global strike about this on my YouTube community tab page here on YouTube. However, I've not as explicitly talked about it in a YouTube video, and I feel like that is something that I should have done probably a long time ago, and that's why I'm doing it today. I recognize that one of the things that the global strike is asking for people to do is to not go to work, which is why I am not streaming on Twitch this week. I made a post about that on my Twitch re-upload channel here on YouTube. It's linked down below, and you can go check out the community tab post over there for all of my thoughts and reasonings behind that. But another thing that they have encouraged folks to do, and when I say they, I mean like actual Palestinians who are asking for help from people around the world. They have asked for folks to also use their social media platforms to bring awareness to what's happening in Palestine. And because of that, I feel like part of my duty today is to talk to you all about it and bring awareness to it as well. So the global strike, I think first and foremost does ask if people are able to not go into work and to not participate in consumerism by purchasing things this week and things like that. Whenever I talk about these things, I do want to emphasize that they also emphasize that it's like if you're able to, because unfortunately I think a lot of us are aware that many people live paycheck to paycheck, and also a lot of people are in professions where you can't leave people hanging ethically. Like you can't not show up if you're a doctor or a healthcare professional or something like that. So because of that, I also want to make sure you know that I'll leave a lot of links in my description box down below and also in a pinned comment. And the links offer other ways that you can get involved, including calling your representatives if you're here in the US, donating to organizations that they've highlighted, and using your social media platforms to help spread the word and message about what's happening in Palestine. I'm aware that me simply talking about this issue on my YouTube channel is not going to solve all the problems in the world, particularly those facing Palestine, but it is specifically what's being asked from Palestinians themselves. And you can learn more about that from the links in my description box down below. If you don't know a lot about what's happening in Palestine, I hope you'll take some time to learn about what's going on there. And I recognize that I am not the most educated person or the perfect activist or anything like that. And so I welcome you to join me in continuing to learn and try to do your best to support the people of Palestine. Thanks so much for listening to that and hearing me out and taking the time to learn more about the situation yourself. And now let's get into today's video, which is reacting to a video called I Don't Want to Admit This, Best Snack Recipe Ever, and Walmart Haul Bar Vlog.
Hello, January 16th. Welcome to a new vlog. I personally don't understand how it's already the 16th. Time is just like literally flying by.
Wait, okay, so this is the 16th. Oh, so she's been... See, my theory was that she probably was taking a break because she was finding it hard to stay on top of the every other day posting. So my theory, I know a lot of people are like, oh, she's off track, she stopped weighing herself every day, things like that. In my mind, I don't know, this is probably just me trying to assume the best assumptions about her, the best intentions for her. And in my mind, I was like, oh, you know, she was like cutting it close every day. Every time she posted a new video, she'd be like, she would be in the video saying, well, I guess I'm gonna try to get this up today. So in my mind, I was like, she's probably just sitting on some filming so that she can get these pre-scheduled and things like that, which I do think works for her and makes sense, and I am supportive of that. The only times, as I've said before in the past, sorry if this is annoying or repetitive, the only times that I've ever, like, taken large issue with that is when, you know, she'll be on social media talking about something, but then her it doesn't get there or to that point in her videos like weeks later. Because she used to have a problem of doing that. She would be telling us stuff on Instagram and then we'd finally see it in a video like 2 weeks later, and that was kind of annoying to me. But she doesn't do that much these days because most of her social media presence like, well, TikTok might be the exception, but most of her social media presence on, like, Instagram these days is her doing Q&As or more recently posting, like, really corny, like, Pinterest quotes and memes and things like that. So that's not as much of a concern. Although TikTok might be, because she's out here, she had a TikTok that was about, like, finally, as a person with BPD, finally overcoming, like, being attached to her favorite person, aka wifey. That's who she said it was in the past. And she also did a TikTok, she stitched a TikTok, duetted a TikTok, I don't know what the lingo is, with Tammy. Tammy was doing a little dance. Tammy Slayton from the 1000 Pound Sisters was doing a little dance. And she did a little dance with her, which is funny because Tammy reached out to me in the DMs and sent it to me, and she's like, can you believe that Amberlynn is doing all of this after she used to hate on me and Amy all the time? I said, girl, for what it's worth, she says that she loves your show these days. She says she loves your show these days, which I do think people's opinions can change. Although I do think it's also like a little, I can see why people would feel like it's a little clout chasing, especially when in the past, Amberlynn has had some shit to talk about both Amy and Tammy.
Speaking of flying, why did I throw butter out the window? I'll give you guys a second.
A butterfly. You wanted to see a butterfly?
Because I wanted to see butterfly. Literally the stupidest joke ever. Okay.
I love comedian Lynn. We gotta get her in the stand-up comedy circuit, because, ooh, she is so funny.
So let's get into this weigh-in. By the way, I was super snacky last night, so I'm not expecting a loss.
Okay.
So just a warning.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
It's ready.
Okay, stepping on.
507.0 pounds.
507. I feel like that's a loss.
507.0.
I can't remember, but I feel like it's been a while. I feel like the last time she weighed in, it was 509.
I have a loss. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, but are you gonna give yourself? Oh yeah, it really has been almost a week, a week since she posted. She posted this on the 22nd. What was I gonna say? Oh, is she gonna mark the day before as a good day or a bad day? Because it sounds like it was a bad day, but she lost weight. So will she say it was a good day?
You're chomping and chewing in the background. Twinkies eating.
Oh wait, no, she just stayed the same.
I was 507.0.
Wait. I get it that it's almost half a pound, but that when I was thinking it was a loss, I was thinking she was still at 509, but she's like, 0.4, it's a loss. Girl, you probably took a shit. That's how I always feel on these day-to-day interactions. Like, it's a matter of a shit. Although, I don't know, is half a pound a shit? Are y'all taking half-pound poops out there?
Which I'm so happy about. This is a perfect example of how yesterday was a gray area.
Okay.
Because it's like, I told myself several times to stop snacking. And several times I listened to myself, but there was a couple times where I was like, let me just have one more.
So is it a good day?
Snack. I have thought of making my gray area like a cloud, like a little cloud, because clouds are gray. Well, sometimes they are. But maybe I'll start that in February, so I'm just going to put that I had an off day yesterday, even though I don't fully
Fascinating.
I was a little snappy.
Whatever. The way that she gets herself all, like, in these places, she makes the most simple things so complicated, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I love that. It's just a thing about Amberlynn that I hope she never changes. Like, we have to take the most simple the most simple concepts and make them so complicated.
I gave in a little here and there, but it was nothing like crazy or intense. But I was expecting to like stay the same or gain a couple ounces, so maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Well, girl, you essentially stayed the same. Your expectations were met. Girl, it's 0.4. It's nearly a half-pound poop.
Oh, I'm currently in the other unit, and I'm doing my laundry, and you guys, carrying my laundry in this, it's really heavy, especially when it's wet. So I put it on top of my suitcase. Literally game changer.
Come on, Ingenuity. Come on, Ingenuity. Now, in the last video, she brought up this washer and dryer. First of all, it's been months. And I don't support Karen behavior, but I think Karen behavior is when being upset about something is unjustified. I think she is very much justified to be upset that she has to carry her wet laundry over to a different unit just to do her laundry. I would be livid if I was in that situation, especially, maybe not at first, maybe not for like a week or two, but it's been months. It's been since she essentially moved in. I mean, I think they officially had that resolution for her like a little bit into it. But I just really don't understand it. Some people speculated that maybe her apartment that she's in specifically is like a handicap accessible apartment, and that it has like maybe special washer and dryers which need different parts or something like that. I saw some comments speculating on that in the past, but here's my thing. I used to work in accommodations at a university, okay? All right. So if this is really an ADA accessible like apartment living unit, and their response to we can't get this part for a potential special washer or dryer because it's specifically for like people who need accommodations, like, they better be lucky that Amberlynn may or may not actually need those accommodations, because if you told a person with a disability that they had to go to a whole different apartment unit just to do their laundry because you couldn't fix the ADA accessible washer and dryer for them. I know that's all speculation, but I'm just saying, even if you're assuming the most generous assumption about the apartment management company, even that's fucked up to me, because, well, first of all, Amberlynn probably could benefit from some accommodations in her apartment, but second of all, because that is ludicrous that the response would be, go to this other unit in our building that's empty, You feel me? Like, I would just be so upset. I would be so upset. Get it together. Figure it out, apartment complex. I don't know. She seems to be fine with it. So maybe I shouldn't be getting so worked up over something that she doesn't seem to have an issue with.
I'm actually currently just waiting because I thought my clothes were done drying, but they still had 15 minutes, so I'm going to wait a good 10. And then I'll be done. But I just wanted to show you that life hack if you have to go into a different unit to, do your clothes. Or
that life hack isn't applicable to me because I wouldn't be in this situation. I would be having some stern phone calls and emails with my apartment management company.
You have to go to like a laundry room that's like in your apartment complex. Put that shit on top of a suitcase. So here it is.
She's
and then I just push it. It's literally the best
She's
invention,
so smart.
I know.
Love that for her.
Okay, guys, so it is the next day.
We're on the
my
17th.
mom's pipes actually froze. So she had to come over here, shower. It's the middle of the day. I haven't even done my weigh-in yet. I've been awake for literally hours and hours and hours and hours.
Okay.
I hate weighing myself
Awake
in the middle of the
queen.
day because your weight fluctuates hardcore, especially after you've ate. It is what it is, but let's go do the weigh-in. Okay, so
I love that she can acknowledge that throughout the day your weight fluctuates, which true, it does, but she can't like not hyper focus on the fact that from day to day your weight is going to fluctuate, and what's more important is like the general trend of decreasing your weight. The cognitive dissonance for her is fascinating to me.
Just for continuity, I'm going to say the date, January 17th.
Work.
I can't believe I've weighed in daily for 17 days. Like, that's crazy.
Hello.
I love that she's like, this is such an accomplishment for me. Work, diva. Love it.
It's ready.
All right, stepping on.
508.8 pounds.
508.8.
She gained a little bit, but I'm sure she'll be like, I'm weighing later in the day. It's a fluctuation.
Your girl is not surprised with that. Okay, so 508.8 makes me very sad to see it, but yesterday I was not on track.
I see. Oh, okay.
So that explains that.
I mean, I really also do feel like, I'm willing to say that it's fluctuation, truly. I guess I shouldn't give her a hard time about if she wanted to say that as a reasoning. I do take that back now that I'm thinking about how I said that. Because I think it's very clear that I am like team, it's probably going to fluctuate from day to day anyways. So I hope she doesn't beat herself up too much about that. I feel like I wish I could. I'm going to leave it in. I'm not going to edit it out. But in hindsight, as I'm sitting here talking, I'm like, why did I say that? That was not fair.
Plus, weighing myself is such a weird time of day, but no excuses. I still had an off-track day. Y'all, I have some amazing news.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Today and fixed it.
Let's fucking go.
There was like a massive indent on the outside. So when this would be running, it would sound crazy. So he fixed it. I'm so happy I get to finally do my clothes in my apartment. Okay,
enough is enough. Finally. I just went on that rant, but thank God.
I surprised my mom with a little something. So if you remember this clip from my last vlog, or a couple of vlogs ago, my mom got this 365 days of words to inspire. But it is in 2022.
This is when I realized that Amberlynn and Mama Lynn were cut from the same cloth.
Calendar, which is totally fine. Well, I got her the actual 2024 one, and I know she's gonna be so happy and excited for it. So I'm excited to give it to her.
Wow!
Okay, guys, so I have started.
Those are fun.
This is Lego. As you can see here, I've already made 8.
Those are
roses. Cute. But as you guys know, Lego is super expensive, and it's a hobby that I've been doing a lot of lately. I've been doing it for literally years. But
what is this Togepi? What is this Togepi? Togepi is my favorite Pokemon, in case you're wondering.
Become kind of fixated on it again. So something else
diamond
painting. That I really enjoy doing is diamond painting. So I actually got this from Amazon. I do like Pokemon. It is a thing. I think they're adorable.
First of all, name all the Pokemon on that diamond painting, and then name, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 Pokemon games you've played, because I find it, has she ever mentioned Pokemon before? Maybe when she was dating Beck. But, like, I can't recall her ever talking about enjoying Pokemon. But listen, let me not dull your shine. Get this diamond painting going.
So I got this Pokemon diamond painting, and I'm excited to give it a go.
You know what? I think she did actually get, maybe some, like, knockoff Lego Pokemon figurines that she did build. I'm vaguely recalling, like, I want to say like an Eevee or a Squirtle. I might be making that up, though. But I think.
And no, diamond painting is not as fun as Legos, but it's definitely a cheaper hobby.
Okay, we're next day, January 18th.
Hello, it's January 18th.
Hello. It's ready.
It's motherfucking ready.
Okay. Stepping on.
512.2 pounds.
512.2.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Wow.
I could cry, but...
That's like 5 pounds since the official weigh-in on Monday.
I'm not going to.
What's happening, girl? What's going on?
Actually breaks my heart. So yesterday was the worst day, food-wise, that I have had the whole January. What you guys are seeing is a lot of hot Cheeto and Reese's, a lot of salt, ramen, just like literally yesterday was so bad.
Okay.
I can't even put it into terms.
All right.
It just truly felt like I could not get full. Physically, mentally, emotionally, like it doesn't matter. I gain weight so easy. The sodium is no joke. And normally situations like this would make me cry, but it's like, why am I gonna cry when I did this to myself? Like, I literally did this to myself. No one did this to me. No one did this for me. This is my fault. So instead of crying, I'm gonna use this as motivation to do better. We can't let days like this happen. Like, these used to happen way too often.
Oh, that's all we got for that day. That was a quick day. Maybe I thought, honestly, because she's on January 18th now. I thought she was honestly going to string together like 2 or 3 days for this and work towards getting ahead. But the way she's zipping through these, we're at 6.5-ish minutes, and she's already through 3 days. I imagine we're probably going to get all the way caught up. I feel like at this point. I also don't have much to say about the weight gain outside of things that I've already said, which is like, it seems like maybe she was going through something that day. And I would imagine tools from therapy and mental health experts could help her with those situations, but also she didn't say a lot about why she got to that place. So who knows? I hope the best for her, as always.
Hey guys.
Hi.
It's January 19th. So let's do here.
Hello.
It's ready.
Ready.
So I'm about to step on, but I do want to say I did better yesterday than the day prior. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Okay. Well, it's a day-to-day thing.
12.4 pounds.
512.4.
I think that's the same. That's the
I was
same.
expecting to lose a little bit more than that. So.
Man, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Okay, so I was 512.4.
This is the problem with weighing every day, because she's looking at this as like a matter of things that happen in one day impact things. But if you look at the 512.2 day on the 18th, the 3 days prior to that, she has written as not being a good day, right? So it likely wasn't just what she did on the 17th that resulted in the 18th. It was the 17th, the 16th, the 15th, you know? It was a sequence of bad days that she had. And that's why I'm like, why even record if you had a good or bad day the day before if you're not going to evaluate that and you're only going to focus on what you did on the 17th? Because if you sit there and look at the data, the data as good or bad quality as the data is, just based on your data alone, this wasn't something that just happened on the 17th. And I don't remember what the 14th was or not, if it was good or bad, but the 15th, 16th, and 17th, that's 3 days of bad days, you know? So that you're not going to overcome that in one night or one day of like a good day.
So I gained a little bit. Off track yesterday.
Oh, and so then if that's also interesting to me, because she just said that yesterday she ate better than she did the day before. I mean, I guess that still can be a bad day, but that then just even goes to further show you that, yeah, this is now a series of 4 days, according to you, that you didn't have a good day. So yeah, of course, you're not going to lose anything if your data is telling you otherwise.
I
love data, just for the record.
Definitely a reflection of my mental health.
Okay.
That's something I've definitely noticed.
Okay.
You guys, I really don't.
Well, there you go. I'm glad she at least acknowledged the multiple bad days, and let's also talk about your mental health. Let's prioritize finding that therapist.
I want to come on here and do this, but admitting that I'm currently depressed for some reason is hard for me. There's just so much stigma around it, and I don't know. I am depressed.
I feel that.
And I don't know why. I have no reason to be depressed other than mental illness. I have been, like, denying it. I have been in denial, and I've just noticed the last few days, just that feeling of it coming, and today it just, like, really hit me, and I just haven't wanted to get out of bed. The only thing that I am finding the strength to do is literally get out of bed and take Twinkie outside. Days like this used to happen for me a lot. Very frequently. Like, my emotions used to be very back and forth, up and down. It was like I was either depressed or manic. There was never, like, an in-between. And it's like lately, just over time, especially within the time of living on my own, I have found some sort of balance. So for me to feel this way and to feel as low as I do, I just feel really sad. And it's like, I feel like a failure right now at life. And I have missed uploading days because of this. And it's like the only thing I could do is ride the wave. This has been my life for my whole life, and I just have to ride the wave.
Okay, all right. I think it's really relatable what she's talking about, and I think to some extent because it's Amberlynn and because of the work that Amberlynn does, or the thing. I mean, I know a lot of you don't want to call it work, but her job, regardless of how you feel about it, is YouTube, right? And so, like, I think because of the nature of who she is, what she does, how she's been on YouTube, it's probably hard for a lot of people to relate to it. But I want to say, like, Amberlynn aside, I think a lot of people who struggle with mental health and depression, they can relate to the things she's talking about, you know? Like, just having days where, like, there's no rhyme or reason for why you're feeling depressed, but you just don't want to get out of bed, you can't do it. I've been there, I will say, at a minimum. Like, I have been there. That's something that's definitely been a symptom of my own depression and or generalized anxiety disorder, so I feel that. The reason I wanted to listen to her as much as I could, because I wanted to hear that, I wanted to not interrupt her, but what made me stop is this statement that she just said of, like, the only thing she can do is ride the wave. The only thing she can do is ride the wave, meaning, like, this current wave of depression, because as she talked about, she goes through these, like, ebbs and flows of, like, depression and times where she's more manic and things like that. And I just want to say that I don't believe that's the only thing she can do. And certainly, you know, like, we can't always control those things happening. Like, I would say that I've never, you know, asked to wake up depressed in the morning or things like that. But what I will say is that with the help of mental health professionals and therapy, you can work on and develop, like, tools and skills that will help you with that wave, that will help you manage that wave. And it makes me sad that she is sitting here saying that it's all she can do is write it, when, like, she herself, since moving to Oklahoma, has said at different points that she needs to find a new therapist. She just hasn't yet. So I guess I'm just stopping here to say that if you're in this place, I know that not everybody has access to mental health care and things like that. I feel that I just want you to know that, like, there are resources if you can access them, if you could find a way to participate in them. And certainly, you know, like, there are other options than just, like, writing it out and experiencing, you know, the ebbs and flows of your mental health diagnosis. And certainly Amberlynn, who has more resources than most people, probably because of what's given to her on YouTube, certainly she should be able to access those things a little bit better than a lot of you.
Thing is, like, sometimes the wave, it lasts months, weeks, and sometimes just a couple of days. I just want to be okay, and I want to feel okay, and today's just not...
Sure.
Just not it for me.
I do also feel, though, the vibe, and this is why, like, I'm okay if she didn't post every single day, because I do also feel the vibe of, like, taking mental health days. When I did work, like, a more traditional 9-to-5 job, like, my last one at least, was very fortunate to have a supervisor who recognized that mental health was a reason for taking a sick day. So I do feel that as well. Sometimes that is something you can do. And if she reframed her mind like that, too, by the way, like, if she reframed, like, hey, one of the things I'm doing today, instead of just riding this wave, is taking a day to rest, to take my mind off the things that might be making me depressed. like, that is a thing you can do instead of just riding the wave.
Asked me 4 days ago, Amberlynn, how are you doing? I would have said, I'm great, I'm happy, I'm good. And today I'm like miserable beyond belief, and I just feel so sad, like within my soul. But I know it's because I'm depressed, and that's just how I am feeling right now. So if anyone else is struggling with depression, just know I know how it feels, and you're not alone.
Sure.
And we're gonna get through it.
Sure. Yeah, I don't take issues with her being depressed. I do wish that, you know, she would make better choices about her depression, if that makes sense. But, you know, I don't also know all the ins and outs of what's going on with Amberlynn, so maybe there are a lot of things that are prohibiting her from accessing the care that she needs for that.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to a new vlog. It is January 20th.
Well, it's not quite a new vlog now, is it? It's not quite a new vlog. We are still in the same vlog.
So I'm feeling a tiny bit better than I did in my last vlog, where I talked to you guys just very surface level about, like, I feel a tad bit depressed. Yesterday was really, really bad, but thankfully I feel like I have dug myself out of my depression hole a little bit.
Okay.
And if you are a cardinal sign, aka Capricorn like I am, you guys know that January 20th.
Wait, a cardinal sign? Listen, I try to keep up with the astrology because I have a lot of gay friends who love the astrology. But I'm hardly an astrology girly, although I do know it's Aquarius season. It's Aquarius season, which I am an Aquarius. My birthday is in just a couple weeks, February 4th. Besides the point. But what's a cardinal sign? I know like the air, water, earth, fire sign thing. I've never heard of it. I mean, it probably is a thing. I also thought that Amberlynn wasn't really an astrology girly. But maybe I'm confusing her with somebody else. Maybe I'm confusing her with myself. I just play one on TV. I just play one whenever my gay friends are around, and I'll be like, oh yeah, that was such an Aquarius thing of me to do. And everybody always agrees because, I don't know, I guess like me drinking this liquid death is such an Aquarius thing to do. You know, I mean, I'm doing it and I'm an Aquarius, so I think that, you know, makes it a very Aquarius thing to do.
It's a good day today.
Why is that?
Because Pluto has finally left Capricorn. I used to not really be into, like, zodiac signs.
Okay, I'm glad I wasn't going crazy, because I was like, I thought she didn't even really believe this shit.
I don't know what it is, like, especially within, like, the last, like, month or two, I have been more fascinated with it. So I have just been, like, doing research and, like, learning more about it, and I don't know, kind of love it. Okay, anyway, I'm rambling.
Love that she's like, I was never one of these things. I was never an astrology lover until the past couple of months, and now I just know everything about it, which, possible. We used to joke about this past season of Big Brother. There is this iconic, well, I don't know if everybody thought she was iconic. I loved her. House guest named Izzy. And in the pre-show interviews prior to the season starting, she was telling everybody that she had just started watching Big Brother in January of like 2023. And she said that she had gone through, she said this in interviews, she said she had gone through and watched every season of Big Brother twice between January 2023 and when she went to do the show, which I think started in like July or August or something like that. And people are like, girl, you are not for serious. You are not serious at all about this. And then she got on the show and I'm like, oh my God, she really does have like a wealth of knowledge when it comes to Big Brother. Maybe she did that. And she kind of had this like really high, crazy energy where it was like, ooh, she might be the type of girly to like binge watch all of those seasons and watch them twice.
Weigh in.
Hello.
It's ready.
Ready.
Okay, stepping on.
513.8 pounds.
513.8.
Okay. Was this?
Just
Oh, she said she was depressed the day before, right?
which is very freaking sad. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, you guys, so this makes me really sad to even have to write down, but I mean, I'm not doing that great with my mental health, and that reflects the way that I eat. That is very prominent.
Yeah.
Like, I am so glad I started documenting all this down because I have never actually truly witnessed that myself, that when my mental health is really bad, so is my eating.
You've never witnessed that? Girl, I've been watching your channel for years and I've witnessed it at least a dozen times, probably more. What do you mean you've never witnessed that? And I'm pretty sure she has made that connection before. That is why I'm so, like, fervently advocating for her to, like, seek mental health treatment. It's like, it would clearly be very helpful to you. And you've talked about it in the past. You have talked about it in the past because when you were doing the whole weight loss surgery journey and you start going to this therapist, you talked about how life-changing it was and how helpful it was to you. She cannot be serious.
So I'm going to try my very hardest today, especially to just focus on the good things in my life.
Sure.
So much to be grateful for. And I really need to
focus on what you're grateful for. Sure, I think that's very helpful. I've always been a proponent of, like, practicing gratitude and sharing what you're grateful about, and I do think it makes you a happier person. But also, like, you can't just ignore the things that are making you sad. You gotta work through those as well. You do need to process those things if you want to move forward.
Figure this out. All these little sad faces.
Therapy would be very helpful.
It's the next day. I didn't even do my weigh-in today. My mom ended up staying the night last night, and we watched a scary movie called Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Scary movie. It's like a killer movie, and I could guess who the killer was, like, almost immediately, but I still actually enjoyed it.
Nobody's as smart as Amberlynn when it comes to guessing the murderer. She'd do great on The Traitors, which, by the way, I love that show. We're on season 2 of both the UK and US right now, and we are loving it.
Anyway, so I guess my mom stayed the night, and then just, like, this weird mental headspace I've been in, and the fact that I've been flopping anyways on my weight, like, I just, like, didn't weigh myself. I didn't even think about it until just now being in the car. So I do apologize about that. Me and my mom are actually heading to my grandma's house, and we're gonna play some cards today.
Love that. Love cards.
Sunday, by the way.
It's Sunday. So she really... It is the 21st. She's really sped through these days. I really was sitting here saying that I was really sitting here trying to make the claim for her that she was just trying to stockpile some pre-recorded content. But nope, we are speeding through it.
February 21st, I think. I do want to continue saying the dates in my videos.
I think that's very helpful.
I don't know if I'm going to continue the daily weigh-ins. I don't know. I just am, like, in the weirdest headspace.
I literally started this video defending her, assuming the best intentions. I literally said, like, I think a lot of people thought she wasn't posting because she fell off track, because she stopped posting daily, or stopped doing daily weigh-ins, this, that, the other. I said, no, you guys, I think what she's doing is just, like, getting a lot of pre-recorded content ready so she could schedule it ahead. Not me looking like Boo Boo the fucking clown, guys. What? Oh, this is why y'all are like, Zach, you're too nice to her. You give her the benefit of the doubt too much. You do this, that, the other. Sometimes y'all are so right about me. Sometimes you're so... But I want her to do well. I think that's why I'm just assuming the best.
Ever. And I don't really know what's happening, but honestly, I think it might be seasonal depression, which is not fully something that I've ever struggled with before. I've just struggled with straight up depression, highs and lows, due to me being bipolar.
You know what? Add every single diagnosis you want. That's fine. Whatever. But you know what would be helpful with all of those things? Therapy.
Experience, like, seasonal depression, but I just noticed, like, just being trapped indoors. Like, I'm not indoors right now, but, like, there was a lot of ice and a lot of snow, like, especially last week and stuff, and I think just, like, the cold is getting to me. I don't really know what it is.
I will say, I feel very similar about the winter specifically, and in my last therapy session, I talked to my therapist a lot about seasonal depression and about how, like, just the things I've been doing to intentionally, like, make myself go out even though it's been fucking miserable outside. And he was like, it sounds like it's less seasonal depression and more just like you don't like the winter, you don't like the cold. And I'm like, isn't that the same thing? And then he was like, no, not necessarily. Like, if you don't care, because I also mentioned that, like, Noel and I had this conversation, and Noel was like, oh, like, Zach, even if we moved to, like, California, he was just in California. He was like, when I was in California, it got dark at 4 or 5 at night, every night, and it was still depressing as hell. And I'm like, yeah, but there was at least sunlight during the day, right? Like, it was fun to go outside during the day. And so I didn't even realize that a lot of seasonal... I mean, I did know that, like, the time change and the sunlight and stuff like that were a part of it. But when I told my therapist, like, I don't care, I would still move to California because at least I'm not moving anywhere. I'm staying in Chicago, just for the record. But I was like, even if I moved there, I'd be happy because I could at least go out and it'd be not miserable outside. And he was like, well, it might not be seasonal depression then. And I was like, oh my God, my thoughts and concepts around seasonal depression this whole time have not necessarily been tied to when it gets dark outside. It's always been tied to, I'm looking outside. It's better today. It's like 33 outside, but it is still like wet, gross, cold, miserable still. And I'm just like looking outside. I'm like, that's what's depressing to me.
Genuinely, I don't have anything to be sad about. Like, there's so many things that I'm grateful for in my life and happy about, and I don't know, depression there doesn't have to be a reason. It's a chemical issue in your brain, you know?
Sure. But also, even if there's not a reason, there's still things you can do to help with that.
And I am feeling better, though. I will say that. A couple days ago was definitely the worst, but I am feeling better, so yay. Guys, I am genuinely feeling a million times better.
Let's go.
Like, I just had a hard last, like, 5 days.
Hard.
6 days. I don't know.
She's still got that little fairy hair in there. It's harder to see, but there's a little glint, a little gleam from the fairy hair.
But I feel so much freaking better. I actually just posted a couple TikToks.
Oh, she was wearing this in those TikToks.
I duetted Tammy Slayton, and we're both dancing. Like, how it looks right there. I still have my, balloons.
Work.
They're alive and well, folks.
Oh my God, what if I get, how old am I about to turn? 35? What if I get some 35 balloons and put them in the background of my videos?
Oh my God, I have a haul! I just remembered. I bought my first Squishmallow
I thought she was
ever.
Is she not about to say more about the Tammy Slayton TikTok? Also, love that she's getting on the Squishmallow trend like a year or two later.
Let me grab it. You guys are currently sitting on the bed. Are you guys ready to
Just another thing she needs to collect, honestly.
Look.
It is cute.
Isn't it the cutest thing? I promise I'm not going to get a Squishmallow addiction. It's just, she was so cute and she was calling out to me.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Walmart yesterday, and I also got a few other things.
I'm going to hold you to it.
Let me haul that for you guys. Sit y'all right here. Oh my God.
What is going on behind her? Wait, no, I gotta.
I do like.
Wait, no, I can't pause it correctly. No, there you can kind of say, is that cat food? On the kitchen counter right next to the stove? What is going on back there? Wait, do people... Listen, y'all know I'm not a cat person. I don't have cats. I'm allergic to cats. I've never had a cat in my life. Is it normal to put your cat food on the kitchen counter right next to your stove? I would think you would not want the cats to go... Like, I know sometimes you can't control the cats going up there. Like, cats will be cats and will go wherever. But, like, is it normal to encourage them to go back there? And what's the motive of putting it right there? Outside of, like, can she just, like, not bend over to refill the bowl or something? Why are we doing that? I don't even care about these fake plants. I can't believe... I don't understand. Surely that's not normal. I mean, let me know if I'm just a dumb, not cat parent. I only have dogs. My dogs eat off the floor. Like, their bowls are, like, down on the floor where they can access them because they're little tiny baby angels. But, alright, okay.
They're super
that is
adorable.
wild.
I love the...
Like, you're sitting here investing in fake plant decor, but you're decorating your kitchen counter with cat food.
I don't know what you call those.
That's cat food, right?
I also
It's like spilled out of the bowl onto the counter. I can't get over this.
This adorable Barbie
cute.
mug.
Can we talk about, listen, not that I want to start the Barbie discourse, but Oscar nominations came out today. And can we talk about how kind of fucked up it is that Ryan Gosling got nominated for Best Supporting Actor for that, but, like, Margot Robbie, who is, like, the star of that movie, and Greta Gerwig didn't get nominations. She's the director. Didn't get nominations for that. And, like, the whole movie is about the patriarchy, and, like, I don't know. I got questions.
Yes. I love Barbie aesthetic. I don't even think I like the lighting here either. Like, I don't know. 2 of my lights have gone out.
I was like, maybe she'll change the angle so you can't see the cat food on the kitchen counter, but it's still there. It's still in frame.
Kitchen. This guy, I think there's like 3 lights on that, and only one is currently working, so we gotta get those figured out. But these are glass.
We gotta get those figured out, meaning we gotta change the light bulb or put in a maintenance request from your apartment management company. I don't know, some apartment companies do that.
Lemon lemon spray and salted coconut and mahogany. Okay. So I got one for my bedroom and one for my living room. So I love when my apartment smells good. So I also got some more wax melts because I love them.
You know what's probably making your apartment smell so good? That bowl of cat food just chilling next to your stove.
Both Yankee Candle. I got Moonlit Cave and Warm Luxe.
It's like hard to not see that.
That is my little haulage.
It's all I can think about because it's just right there in the corner. It might be really small on the screen that I got for you, but that's all I can focus on.
Okay, guys, so I wanted to wait to try this.
What's that?
I need to do it now.
Is it a buzz ball?
Okay?
No.
And when I saw her do it, I was like, okay, we need to try this for a vlog. This lighting, though, is not cute.
What was the dairy product?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm going to open it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink it, okay? Just kidding.
She's so funny. I'm telling you, if she got into stand-up comedy, she would kill it. She would kill it.
And I'm going to get this restaurant-style dressing, ranch. I'm going to open her up. Add her into the sour cream.
Yeah, it's going to taste good.
I don't know how much, so... I don't remember.
I feel like she just put the whole thing in there.
Ew! So now I'm going to sit here and stir this for probably a hot minute.
You're just making ranch dip. That's all you're doing here. I feel like people in Midwestern homes have been doing shit like this for ages. You're just making a little ranch dip, that's all.
Alright, so I stirred it and it looks like a dip. So she took some of these like sweet mini bell pepper thingies. And if you guys know me, you know that I love these.
Oh, this is the best snack recipe ever part of this vlog. I kind of forgot what the title of this video was. It's a long... I'm not used to sitting here for this long with Miss Amberlynn.
So much. So I was like, I gotta try this. She just dipped it. And she said it was really good. So
I also missed who she said that she got this idea from, but this is not innovation. In fact, I'm pretty sure like those Hidden Valley packet or like ranch packets like suggest doing stuff like this on them. So good. 10 out of 10 recommend.
What? Really?
What?
Oh, that's my new favorite snack.
Oh,
wow,
great.
That's great.
I mean, girly pop, if you enjoy dipping raw veggies into cottage cheese and mustard, of course you're gonna enjoy dipping raw veggies into sour cream mixed with ranch dressing packet seasoning.
Have you ever ate something so good you just have to like close your eyes for a minute?
What, and why do you have to do that?
Okay, guys, so I just sat here and edited this whole vlog.
Oh my god, queen.
Originally, it was almost 40 minutes, and somehow I got it down like half that time. That's pretty amazing, but...
It was 40 minutes, and this was the best of the best. This was the best 18 minutes out of the 40 minutes of footage you had. All right, okay.
I'm sorry, this video is up way past when it should be.
It's fine.
I was supposed to be uploading every other day, and I have flopped. But
do you think she's back to that?
Mental illness is just as important as getting the flu. Sometimes you just need a break. And I'm feeling a lot better.
I don't disagree.
Anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
See ya. What a journey that was. That was a journey. Anyways, that's all I have time for today. Please make sure to check out the links down below about Palestine and how you can help work towards a ceasefire. Thanks so much for watching my video today. If you're brand new here, make sure to subscribe down below. Make sure to click the bell button so you get notifications. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all my social media. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!